Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we decode corporate filings. Today we're diving into a report from Carlisle companies. Now usually these reports are about numbers and strategies, but this one has a surprise twist. Someone's switching desks, maybe to get away from the office coffee. We'll see what that means for the company's future. Before we start, if you appreciate getting straight insights from corporate documents, make sure you're subscribed. We also have a Discord community linked in the description below. Come and join the conversation. This report is what's called an 8K, or a current report. Companies file these when something important happens that investors should know about quickly. The date to keep in mind is May 15, 2025. That's when this important change occurred. The main event here is a change in leadership. Christopher Gaskill has been appointed Vice President and General Counsel. That means he's now the top lawyer for Carlisle companies. He's taking over from Scott Selbach. Scott Selbach isn't leaving the company. Instead, he's moving to a new role as Executive Vice President for Government Relations. This means he'll be focusing on how Carlisle interacts with government and lawmakers. He also remains the Secretary of the company, which is a fancy word for person in charge of making sure the company follows all rules and regulations. Let's talk about the new guy, Christopher Gaskill. Before joining Carlisle, he was a top legal officer at Summit Materials, a company that makes construction materials. Before that, he worked at other big companies like Cardinal Health and Western Union. He's got a law degree from the University of Virginia. Because he's an executive, Mr. Gaskill will get a few special benefits. He'll be part of the company's supplemental pension plan. Think of this as extra retirement savings beyond the usual employee benefits. He will also have an executive severance agreement, which means he gets certain payments and benefits if he's ever terminated or leave the company under certain conditions. One of those conditions is a change of control. This usually means another company buys a big chunk, 20% or more, of Carlisle's stock. Or if there is a change in who controls the board of directors, the group of people that make the big decisions for the company. If that happens and Mr. Gaskill loses his job within 3 years, the severance agreement kicks in. He'd get 3 years worth of his salary and bonus. His stock options would vest right away, meaning he can cash them in. He'd get extra retirement benefits and his health insurance and other benefits would continue. Finally, there's a press release about this whole leadership change. It is attached as an exhibit and it is also available on Carlisle website. Now let's step back and look at the bigger picture. What does all this mean for Carlisle companies? Well, first it shows that Carlisle is serious about its relationships with the government. By moving Scott Selbach to focus on government relations, they're betting that having someone dedicated to this area will pay off. Maybe there are new regulations coming, or they see opportunities to work more closely with government agencies. Second, they are bringing in a new top lawyer. Mr. Gaskill has a lot of experience at different companies, so he will bring new ideas to the table. And maybe the company wants to be more aggressive or more defensive when it comes to legal matters. One risk here is that anytime you have a leadership change, there's a chance things will be disrupted. The previous vice president and general counsel had a lot of experience, so the newcomer will have to catch up. The new executive might also have different ideas about how the legal department should work, which could create friction, but ultimately it is a net positive for the business as a whole. Overall, this seems like a carefully planned move by Carlisle companies. It's not a sign of trouble, but rather an adjustment to make sure they're well positioned for the future. Alright, that's our breakdown of Carlisle's leadership changes. What's your take on these moves and what they signal for the company's future? Drop your thoughts in the comments. If this analysis was valuable, hitting that like button really helps, and subscribe for more deep dives. Don't forget to check out the Discord in the description. Thanks for watching. See you next time.